พี่มอคุณสาคุณสา
คนที่ฉันรักคือไออุ่น
Hey, and welcome to Wouldn't Be a Drama, a Geo Drama podcast. I'm your host, Jazz, and I'm joined by my co-host, Linda. Linda, how are you?
Good. How are you? It's Saturday. I can't complain. It's a beautiful day outside. The weather's warming up, so that's good.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired today, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
You said
I
you
am
had
happy
plans.
that
What you doing?
I am happy that it's warmer outside. I'm
Yeah?
tired of negative
What's
degrees.
the temperature? Temperature.
I have no
just
idea
checking,
what the
it's
temperature is. I haven't even checked. I just know that it's
69.
warmer. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I think it's in the 50s. I don't know.
69 for me, so.
Oh, right now
We'll
it's
look at that.
44. But it's still warmer than what it has been, so I'll take it.
That's true.
I'm not going to complain.
Listen, a win is a win.
Yeah,
Okay.
I won't complain. So today we are talking about Us, episode 9. This might
Yep.
be a very quick recap, who knows, because I have an appointment that I have to go to. So
Jazz
we're
has
rushing
plans,
a
so
little bit.
we gotta make it quick. Yes.
Yeah, we're rushing a little bit because I have to go deal with some stuff. So, so we start off this episode with Pam, rushing in the hospital because Grandma fainted, and she's asking Dokrak and T what happened, and Dokrak's telling her, we were just playing chess, and then all of a sudden she fainted, and we called 911, and now we're here, basically. And T's blaming herself because she feels like she should have taken better care of Grandma, which I don't think it's her fault at all. It's not her fault.
It's not.
That's not her fault. But yeah, then we see Pam in the hospital room with Grandma, and Callie comes in and he's telling her, you have to take your medicine and all that kind of stuff. And we didn't find anything. Like, she has, what did she say? She has a coronary artery disease, and something would have to do with a stroke. I guess she had a stroke probably in the past, and that's what caused it. And how she has anemia. So yeah, she really needs to take care of herself. Grandma needs to take care of herself.
She already does.
It's probably because she's been working so hard too.
I think so too. I think she's overdoing herself, because she's like waking up early, making desserts and all that. So like that has a lot to do with it if you're not getting enough rest.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But then Gowie pulls Pam outside, and she asks him if there's anything else she needs to be worried about, and he tells her that they found a tumor on her pancreas. And if you know anything about the pancreas, if anything happens with that, it's not a good thing.
No.
So they think it could be cancerous, but they're not sure until they run more tests, and that has Pam freaking out because, Grandma's the only family that she has left besides T and Dokrak, but Grandma,
but
it's the only blood relative that she has left.
Yeah. And the thing is I'm like, man, she can't catch a break. Like, goodness, her parents, and then now, like, Grandma's not feeling well. Like, come on, writer. What are you doing?
Yeah, poor Pam.
Yeah.
Poor Pam. But, so, after all that, Cowie starts talking to Dokrak, and, he's just pretty much telling her the same thing. Like, we just need to monitor her and make sure that she gets her treatment.
Yeah. And it was also nice of him because he's paying for, the medical bills for Grandma too. So,
yeah, I thought that was really nice of him.
Yeah. Expected though, for sure,
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Because I was thinking the whole time, I was like, that'd be really cool if Cowie pays for the bills. And now he's going to.
Me too.
So.
I was like, yes, me too, actually. So.
But, I was like, good job, Cowie. Good job. But what happens after that, Linda?
So after that, now we cut to this scene where you see Doc. I think she's about to walk out of the hospital, and guess who she sees? She runs into her mom, and so her mom's like, why are you here at the hospital? Like, is everything okay? And you can kind of see her mom's getting a little bit emotional though. Like, she's like seeing her daughter. Obviously, she's seen her recently when they went to dinner, but like she's been missing her, and so she's and Doc's like, no, I'm here to see Pam's grandma, and so and she's kind of hesitating a little bit because she's like, should I tell her? Should I not tell her? But no, so she tells her mom, she's like, I just want to let you know that, Pam and I are dating. And I'm sorry if, like, I'm a disappointment or I've disappointed you. Her mom's reaction was, like, the reaction any child would love to hear from their family. And so her mom's like, no, why would I be disappointing you? You've done nothing wrong. Um, and, I think that, honestly, that part made me really tear up. But, yeah, so, um, she said, yeah, you've done nothing wrong. And as Rak's about to get ready to leave, she calls back her mom, and then they have a moment. They freaking hug, and like they both just start crying and crying and crying. And Rak's mom's like, I'm sorry, like I wish I could have done this more, right? Because like what you kind of realize growing up is that I think you sometimes, like for me, I got my affection, not physical affection, like it was like words of affirmation, but sometimes you just need a good hug, from your parents and tell you that like everything's okay, like I'm always here for you. And obviously we saw that with Rak, and so that was a really good moment that her and her mom had. And then moving on, we have this freaking scene which is very surprising because we have uh their dad and Gawi talking. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this scene confused me at first because when when they were talking about Gawi knowing that there was another sibling, I thought they were talking about Nene, but no, they were talking about the other child, who we will talk about later. But it seemed, come to find out, that it's the dad, or it's Gawi who has been wanting to help the other child, and the dad not wanting to do anything with that child. So that freaking caught me off guard because I was like, holy crap! But then all this
Yeah.
time I thought they were talking about Nene. Yeah, so
He's
Gawi knew
basically,
of.
yeah, Cowie
Yeah.
knew about other kids. Well, one other
Yes.
kid. He knew about one
Yes.
other
One.
kid. He doesn't know about Nene
Mhm.
yet.
Mhm.
But yeah, the dad has pretty much been pushing the responsibility onto Cowie
Yes.
for making sure that this girl stays away from him.
Yeah.
Which is shit. but but
He's
yeah,
shit.
Cowie
Yep.
confronts him. He's like, do you even know what today is? Like, today is her
Yeah.
birthday, right? Talking about the other kid.
Yeah.
And um the dad pretty much tells him, like, if you don't want to take care of this anymore, I'll have somebody else do it or whatever.
Mhm.
And Cowie's like, no, I got it. Like, it's fine. I got it.
I'll take care of it. Yep.
And yeah, because the dad also asked him, like, have you been in contact with Dokrak? And Cowie's like, yeah. And he's like, well, how is she? I was like, I thought you didn't want anything to do with her anymore. Why do you care how
Yeah.
she is? I thought you didn't want anything to do with her. And Cowie's like, she's doing fine. Like, she can take care of
She's
herself.
great.
Yeah, she's
And
great. She can take
but you
care
know
of
he's
herself.
salty. He's salty because he wanted to hear that she was struggling. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
probably.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a bit of a
Um,
narcissist that way.
he's a
But
narcissist for sure.
yeah. So then we see but he runs into the assistant or the secretary, and I want to know what she has up her sleeve, because there's something going on
Me
with
too.
her. I know
Me
she's
too.
working with Nene, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to know like what her role in all this is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we see, Pam is sitting in the hallway thinking about everything going on with Grandma, and she doesn't even hear Dokrak speaking to her. She's so out of it, and I don't blame her.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, Dokrak gets her attention, and um, she tells Pam that Cowie is taking care of the bills, so she doesn't have to worry about it.
Yep.
And Pam doesn't want to accept that. She's like, "That's too much. I can't accept that." And Cowie
Mm-hmm.
hears that, and he's like, "No, let me take care of it for you, please. Like, this is like, you can pay me back by taking care of my sister,
Yep.
but let me do this for you, and by scheduling my dental appointment. Please don't forget to do that." But yeah, I thought that was cute, and I know Pam doesn't want to accept it, but I feel like that's a huge burden off of her chest if she doesn't have to worry about the bills. Um, but yeah, and then I like this next scene because it's so funny. Pam is pretty much scolding her grandma about needing to take care of herself more and take her
Mm-hmm.
medication, and she needs to eat. And
Mm-hmm.
grandma's saying, like, I can't eat because my stomach feels like it's bloated. Like, I can't
Yeah,
eat.
and I as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, it's not
Yeah,
good.
it's not good. But yeah, Pam is getting onto her. She's like, you need to be able to eat. You need to eat so you can take your medication. And then Dokurak comes in and she's trying to be on Grandma's side a little bit. And Pam tells her that she's not allowed to work doing the sweets anymore because she needs to rest. And Grandma's like, no, I'll get bored if I don't do that. And Dokurak comes to the rescue. She's like, don't worry about it. I'll help Grandma with the sweet shop. And Pam's like, how are you going to do that when you have your own job? She's like, I can go in late. It's fine. We're not busy anyway. And I was like,
Right.
damn.
Honey.
I mean, she's not wrong, but damn.
Right.
Like, that's still your job. But yeah, so if at some point, you know, Dokurak and Grandma gang up on Pam. So it's 2 against 1. And Pam is just like, you two get along like a house on fire. I don't like this. And pretty much calling them 2 peas in a pod. And it's so cute. It's so cute. But yeah, Pam does not stand a chance against Dokurak and Grandma.
Nope.
But yeah, so next we see the new child, Koi. Koi. She's very cute. She looks just like the dad. Just like the man.
They casted them really well, didn't they?
She looks more like him than Nene does. Nene looks
for sure.
Nene has a lot of features of him. But yeah, so we see Cowie. He's going to see her, the littlest sister that we know of, and you know, he gives her her birthday present and says it's from the dad, and she's like, I know this isn't from him. This is from you. Like he's never once given me a present. It's always been you.
Thanks for trying.
Yeah, and so she apologizes, and he's like, why are you apologizing? And she feels like the dad doesn't want anything to do with her, and that's her fault. And she wants to know if Cowie hates her because she pretty much exists. And Cowie's like, if you knew me, you know I don't feel that way about you. Like, I don't know. Like, this isn't your fault. And it's not. It's not. But yeah, Koi ends up telling him, like, eventually, like, she ends up telling him, like, I met another daughter of his. And Cowie's real confused. She's like, what do you mean another daughter? And she's like, yeah, her name is Nene. And Cowie's like, I'm sorry, what? Her name is what now? I met a Nene. I met a Nene before. That's what? So he's very confused. And so then we get the flashback of Nene finding out who this kid was. I don't know how she found out who this kid was. But
she's got resources.
Yeah, she goes, I mean, probably the secretary, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like the secretary would probably know a lot of stuff.
She would know.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. So yeah, she goes up to the school to see her, and Nene telling her, like, yeah, I'm your sister. And Koi's like, nah, I think you're mistaken. I'm an only child. And Nene's like, no, we're siblings. We have different moms, but we have the same dad. And Koi's like, you know Dad Kim? Because she still calls him Dad, even if he wants nothing to do with her. She still calls him Dad, and that pisses Nene off. She's like, you call him Dad? Like, he's done nothing for you whatsoever, and you still have love for him. Why? Basically. And it's like, because not everyone is as hateful as you are, Nene.
No, hateful and spiteful.
You're real pretty, but you're very hateful. You're very spiteful.
Yeah.
And I get it, but not everyone has that same experience, unfortunately.
Right.
But I guess fortunately. But yeah, so Nene asks her if she wants to get revenge, and Koi's like, revenge on who? And she's like, your father's family. And that pretty much ends the conversation. And the look that Nene has when she's like being it's very scary. The look that she gets on her face.
Evil.
Yeah, the evil look she gets on her face is very scary.
That whole time I'm thinking, like, oh my god, where's Oat? Oat needs to save her ASAP.
I think that's in the next episode.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But, I mean, Oat is pretty much everywhere Nene goes, it seems, but not for this.
Yep.
But yeah, she tells Cowie, she's like, I'm pretty sure she's, like, the look that she had in her eyes, I'm pretty sure she's planning something bad. Yeah. And Cowie's like, is that why you want Dad to see you so bad? So you can want him? She's like, kind of. Not really, though. She's like, I just want him to tell me to my face that I'm not his, so I can move on. And I'm like, she's very mature. for her age. I'm pretty sure she's in like high school. She's very mature.
Very.
For a high schooler. That's yeah. And this next scene is pretty spicy though.
It's good. It's a good scene.
It is a good scene. What happens?
Yeah, so in this next scene, you see mom and dad. They're at I don't even know, like at what are they at off the front of I don't know, whatever.
Like the
And
receptionist
so
desk or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. And so all of a sudden, like, who comes walking in? You freaking have Nene come prancing in, and the reaction of the dad, he's just not having it. He's like, "What are you doing here?" And then so mom's like, "How do you guys know each other? Like, how are you guys connected?" And she's like, "Let me tell you. Let me tell you how we're connected." Right. And he's like, and he's trying to tell her, he's like, "Get out of here before I call security." And she's like, "You can do whatever you want, you know?" And the mom's like, "First of all, that's not how you treat a guest. Like, we're at a hospital. You know, this is a very public area." And so she's like, "Yeah, this is how he treats his own child."
Yeah.
And their mom's like, "What do you mean?"
I'm sorry, child?
Child. Did I hear that correctly? And he's like, like, "I got this figured out, you know, like, wait in my office." And I'm like, here he is again trying to tell her what the crap to do, you know? And so what does he end up doing? But anyways, I think Nene's like, "You know what? I'm leaving anyway, so you guys handle your shit." And she just
she walks.
She said, "I just wanted to give you." Yeah, she just was like, "I just came to give you a warning. Bye." And I'm like, that's it. She just came to stir shit up. And I was like,
I mean,
that's all I want to do. Which, hey, it worked.
Yeah.
And so, you know, now, I mean, it really worked. You know, so then now we see them upstairs in his office talking, and this part has got to be one of my favorite parts in the series. So Dr. Alm's like, is what she's saying, is it true? Like, why did you keep this from me? How could you, like, why are you lying? And he's like, "I don't want to talk about this. Like, I told you, I'll handle this myself." And she's like, "You know, this is the type of person you are. Like, you think it's bad for your image? Okay, we're really gonna make it bad for your image then, you know?" She's like, "You know what? I'm not yielding to you anymore. Like, this is my this is my last warning. That's it. I'm not yielding to you anymore." And I was like, hallelujah.
She tells him,
I was like, she's.
And she told him she told him that he needs to stop being so promiscuous.
Yes.
I was like,
ooh. He also said, like, "You're starting to act like Dr."
And she's like, "You should be proud that Doc acts like me." Or I act like Doc.
I act like, yeah. And
yeah, mom is finally.
One of my favorite scenes.
Mom has a backbone. Who knew? Yeah, mom has a backbone. Who knew?
Yes.
But yeah. that was a good scene. I liked how the mom is finally finding out some of the truth, some of it.
Standing up for herself finally.
And she's standing up for herself a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But yeah, the next scene. Next scene we see is Pam and Duck bringing Grandma back home, and T has some food for her and everything, well, for all of them, and they're trying to get Grandma to eat, and she really does not want to eat because she has to take her medicine. And she's saying that she can't eat because her stomach she doesn't feel like her stomach can handle it. She doesn't want to eat. Yeah. So T takes Grandma, I think, to
upstairs.
Probably, upstairs to get her to rest. And she tells Doug and Pam to go ahead and finish eating. And, you know, Doug and Pam are sitting there, and Doug has this idea. She's like, "I want you to come with me." And Pam's like, "Where are we going?" Doug doesn't really tell her. Oh no, she tell her, "We're going back to my house." And so they get back to not for that reason.
Right.
I'm sure there was something in there too, but not for that reason. Yeah. So they get back to Dr. X's place, and as soon as they walk in, we see Nene just standing there. I was like,
okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
Nene, this is getting out of hand, Nene.
It is, Jazz. She's stalking them. Jazz, that's literally borderline stalking. Okay. Oh my god, this woman is literally stalking them.
But yeah, she's just watching them. And she tells,
I'm like, okay, creep.
And she says, "Pam, you've done this to yourself." Like, you brought this onto yourself.
No,
It's
Nene,
like,
you're freaking
great.
stalking people now, okay?
It's like, yeah, great. She's gonna tell Dokorak what's going on before Pam has a chance to. But I
Yep.
feel like Pam has no one. Well, I feel like Pam has no intention of telling Dokorak that she was working with Nene.
No.
Like, I
But
feel like she just
also,
wants to sweep it under the rug and hope that she never finds
I
out.
well, I think that too, and I also think that from like the preview for the next episode that we see, I think Doc's the type of person where she's going to understand.
Yeah, she's not gonna care.
Yeah, no, she's not going to. So it's gonna backfire on Nene. But okay, let's go.
Yeah.
What
So
happens?
yeah. So Pam asked Dokorak, she's like, "What are we doing here?" Basically, and Pam, Dokorak wants to give Pam her little fish tank that she can keep at her house.
Super
I was
cute,
like, "Oh,
actually.
that's so
I would
cute."
love one.
I do too. I used to have one. I only had one
Yeah,
fish in it, but I used to have one.
that's
I
awesome.
want to get another one, but I have cats and they'd probably try to kill the fish. So can't do that yet. But yeah, so she's showing her the fish tank and everything, and she's saying that this can be her safe space. And I was like, oh. And then Pam kisses her on her cheek, and Dokorak is shy. I was like, you're in the privacy of your own apartment. You have no
I know,
reason to be
like
shy.
how much shy can you be, right?
I get it, but you have no reason to be shy.
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing we see is the morning after, and Pam is getting ready for work, and um Dokorak, what does she say?
She's
Oh,
like, where are you going?
yeah, she says, where are you going? And Pam's like, I have an appointment with your brother to get his teeth cleaned
Yep.
today. She's like, I gotta go. And Dokorak makes a comment where she say, how about you take care of
Your girlfriend's brother's
your girlfriend?
dentist.
Yeah, something like that. It was cute. It was cute.
It was.
I can't remember the exact words that she used. But um but Pam's scolding her for being cheeky because Dokorak's trying to flirt a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
and um oh no, I said that back. Pam is the one being
Close.
cheeky. Pam is the one
Yeah,
being
yeah, yeah.
cheeky, and she's blaming Dokorak for the fact that she's cheeky. And Dokorak takes offense to that. She's like, "You're the one that kissed my cheek, and now you're blaming me for you doing that."
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I was like, "You're both at fault. You both like each other too much. It's fine. No one's complaining here." But Pam is saying that Dokorak needs to be punished, and her punishment is kissing her all over the place. And Duck's like, well, if this is my punishment, then I wouldn't mind being punished every single day. I was like,
Ooh.
oh. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, the next thing we see is Cowie waiting for Pam to show up for his teeth cleaning, and he is not having a good day. This poor man. I do feel bad for him. I still do feel bad for Cowie. He's done nothing wrong. This poor man. He's only thing he's done wrong is just listening to his father.
But
But
it's
he's
like
also
eating
afraid
up
of
at
his
him.
father, so so there's that
Yeah.
too. So yeah, Pam comes in. She's like, "All right, I'm ready. Hopefully, you've been waiting long." And she cleans his teeth and everything. And Cowie does not want to leave.
No, he does not.
Yeah, because she's like, "All right, you can go. We're good." He's like, "Oh, you don't have anything you want to tell me?" She's like, "I mean, you don't have any cavities. You're
Yeah,
fine. Like
your
if,
dental
if you
health
want to
is
come
great.
back, yeah, if you want to come back to get something else, like something else done, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you floss." She's like, "I have nothing else to tell you. I don't know what you want me to do." And
Yeah.
Cowie's like, "I don't want to leave yet." And he's like, "I want to stay." And Pam can see he's not doing well, so she's like, "What's wrong?"
Nope.
And before she can even get anything out of him, we see Dograk packing some clothes, folding some clothes,
Ugh.
and there's a knock on her door. And she goes to open it, and who
Lo
is
and
it?
behold, Nene.
Nene's here. How she found out what Doc lives, no idea. But I'm sure Doc
Exactly.
is also thinking that. I was like, "Why do you know where I live?"
Why are you
But
stalking
she
me?
asked her like, "What brings you here?" And Nene's like, "Oh, I'm sorry for dropping by unannounced, and I'm sorry that I know where your apartment is, even though you haven't told me. But I have a secret to tell you." And Douglas
We'll get
like,
past all that, but I have a secret to tell you.
"Yeah." Douglas like, "What secret?" She's like, "Well, it's a secret about Pam." And yeah, she's just evil smiling all over the place. Mim is such a
Mm-hmm.
good actress.
Man, she
Because
plays her role so well.
Mim is adorable, and she can play evil real good.
Yes, yes.
Like it just flips a switch. So yeah, so now we're back with Cowie and Pam, and Cowie wants Pam to promise him that no matter what happens, she won't leave Dokrak. And Pam's like, you don't have to worry about that. That's not going to happen. And the entire time I was thinking, oh, yeah, you don't have to worry about Pam leaving Dokrak, but what if Dokrak leaves Pam?
Yeah.
Because of what
That's
happened with Nene
different.
just now. So, but yeah, Cowie's like, yeah, just don't leave her, please. And Pam's like, you are a good big brother. And if Dokrak heard what you just said, she would be so happy that you want her to be happy. And Cowie's just like, I'm not a good person, no. He's like, I've lied about a lot of things. I've lied to my mom, I've lied to my sister. And he's pretty much just saying, I'm not a good person. And, he starts to cry, and Pam's starting to cry, and Pam's like, you're not the only person that's lied. She's like, I've also lied too. And Cowie looks shocked. And he's like, what
what are you
did you lie
talking
about? And
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm just like, yeah, everything's gonna come out next episode.
We need it though. Finally.
Yeah,
Gosh.
it needs to come out. We got
It needs
3
to.
episodes left now. It needs to come
Yeah.
out. But yeah, the preview we see for the next episode is Kem laying into Nene, and Nene crying. And then we see Nene handing the mom some paperwork saying, if you still love yourself and your children. I'm guessing it's like divorce papers, maybe. That's what I'm assuming.
You think so?
I think so. Or something, like some type of
To do with her
documented
mom's
proof
death?
that, huh?
What type of documents?
Oh, I was gonna say some type of documents that like exposes the
Him.
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out next week.
We will.
But I guess, yeah, we also see some real bad stuff happening with Grandma too. I'm not ready for that. Because Pam asked how much time does she have left. I mean, cancer is no joke. Cancer is no joke. Unfortunately,
Like on
cancer
top
runs in
of
my family, so I'm gonna have to watch
yeah.
out for that eventually. Yeah, not
Oh,
fun. But yeah, so yeah, that was episode 9.
it
Um,
was.
yeah, I knew Cowie had something going on. I didn't know that he knew about another
Knew
sibling
of
though.
another sibling.
I didn't
Yes.
know it was gonna be
Yes.
that. I thought it was gonna be something else. I don't know what, but I thought it was gonna be
Well,
something else.
also my thing is he keeps saying that he's like a bad person. Is that what he's referring to as what he's because he knows of another sibling, or is there more
Mm-hmm.
to it? Because like if that's what he's referring to, clearly from our point of view, we're like, that's really not bad. Because but then like you're kind of like he's doing his dad's dirty laundry, but then not
That
to
too.
that extent. So it's like, does he know? Has he done something more that we don't know of that has not been,
I
out?
think to him the fact that he's been lying to his mom and his sister and his
Oh,
family
like
about the
that's
dad's antics, he thinks that
okay.
he's the only one that knows. At that point, he thought that he was the only one that knew that his dad was having affairs, but Doug also knew, and she didn't
Okay.
tell him, and he didn't find out that she knew until they had that fight at home.
Yeah.
Um, and so they were both keeping that secret from each other, and they each thought that they were the only one that knew. So I think that's why
I
he thinks
guess
that he's a bad person, because he didn't tell his
so.
family about his dad.
That's why you say communication is important, right?
Communication is important. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean you
that's
always
true.
do it,
That's true.
but it is important.
Facts. But
But yeah, I think that's why he thinks he's a bad person.
okay.
It's because he was keeping that
That
secret.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's clear.
Mm-hmm. But I do feel bad for Cowie. Finally we get a good guy in a GL, and
He's not
he's so sad.
annoying.
He's not
Yes.
annoying. I mean, he was annoying a little
Yes.
bit in the beginning, but it was fine.
True. Yeah, we can
But
deal with that type of annoying though. From
he
what
was
we've
so.
gotten.
Yeah, I feel so bad for him. But it looks like in the preview for next episode, yeah, Dokrak does not care about what Nene said.
Yep.
Whatever she said about Pam, Dokrak does not care.
Mm-hmm.
But I am curious to see what all Nene is gonna say.
Me too.
Because I feel like
And
some of that is not Nene's place to tell Dokrak. Like, if she tells Dokrak about Pam's parents, I don't think that's her place to say. I think Pam needs to say that, because that's about her parents, not Nene's.
that would be awful. And I
Um,
also think I'm also looking forward to Oat and her interaction as well.
Yeah. Because we see them holding hands and smiling at each other. So I was like, oh, we finally getting something between them? That's so cute.
Right, finally.
I'm here for it. Oh, please fix me. Not fix her, but please
help her or something. I don't know.
Help her, yes. Get her to see the light, please.
Yes.
Because all she sees right now is darkness. Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next week. We got 7 days, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, any last words, Jess?
I don't want Grandma to die.
Yeah, let's manifest it, you guys. Please, Granny. We hope that she stays alive.
I mean, pancreatic cancer is no joke. You can't come back from that, unfortunately. But they can make her comfortable. Hopefully, she just stays comfortable for a few more years. But yeah, I feel bad for Pam. Poor Pam.
But yeah,
other than that, nope. I'm looking forward to next week, though. I think next week's episode is going to be very explosive. Yeah.
Like you said, it's going to be very explosive. We're definitely looking forward to next week's episode. A lot is going to come out, so yeah. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed our reaction, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow our social medias. Yeah, and we hope you guys enjoyed our reaction, and we will see you guys next week for episode 10. So yeah, bye.
Bye.
Không ที่ฉันรักคือไออุ่น